I never thought delivering food in the sunlit hills of Pacific Palisades would be one of my last glimpses of innocence in Los Angeles, a city now unrecognizable, charred by flames and cloaked in unanswered questions. This is the story of how the LA fires changed everything: my city, my life, and my perspective on the truth. Last month, my hours at work were cut, and to make ends meet, I've turned to food deliveries. It keeps the bills paid, but it's not the life I imagined. I'm a college graduate, yet I'm struggling just to stay afloat. I try to stay positive through it all, but I can really just feel so much pain from the world at this moment in time. Dating? Yeah, that's out of the question. These days, I spend most of my time alone. Everything costs money, and money is something I don't have to spare. So I turn to what's free: nature, music, exercise, and my YouTube channel. These creative outlets, they're my lifeline in this chaotic world. But no matter how much I create, I can't shake the feeling of just being jaded. There's so much pain in the world right now, and it's hard not to let it weigh me down. This is my story of the events that last week led into what is being considered the worst fire to hit LA in recorded history. I've lived in Los Angeles my whole life, but a couple of months ago, I found myself in Pacific Palisades for the first time. I was doing deliveries and ended up en route to the Pacific Palisades. I ended up delivering to a British woman in the hills, a corporate executive maybe. Her home overlooked a canyon, the kind of beauty that leaves you in awe. After the delivery, I stopped at a Starbucks down the hill to take a break. The patio had a small patch of grass and a single swing. A young boy, maybe 13, was on it, lost in his own world, laughing and carefree. He reminded me of myself before life got complicated. I sat there making calls, savoring the sun, and thinking, what a perfect day. But little did I know, in just a couple of months, this peaceful place would be reduced to ash. Fast forward to last week. I was sitting outside my local Starbucks, and a couple of women from the barbershop next door stepped outside, pointing at the sky. I was curious to what they were pointing at, and I started looking around in the sky as well. It was a bright, sunny day, but as I looked, it was streaked with what looked like chemtrails, cloud seeding, or climate engineering. I couldn't help but smile to myself. I've always been into conspiracy theories, and seeing others notice them made me feel less alone. Later that day, I heard we were in for a windstorm, but I didn't think much of it. Just another day in LA, or so I thought. I went for a drive the next day, and the wind was relentless. As I drove, I could feel the power of the wind. I saw a massive dust storm rolling over the foothills into the valley like something out of a movie. I parked and got out of my car and looked at the wind approaching. I put my arms out to feel the powerful wrath of Mother Nature. I had this weird moment of feeling like something bad was going to happen. The next morning, the news was everywhere. Fires in Malibu, Pacific Palisades, Altadena, Pasadena. Entire neighborhoods were burning. The air was thick with smoke, the sun shrouded in a red haze. It looked like a war zone. Los Angeles, my home, was unrecognizable. The beauty I'd grown up with was gone, replaced by devastation. Social media exploded with blame and debate. Some said it was all a conspiracy: directed energy weapons, drones, smart city plans. Others dismissed it as just bad weather and bad luck. The truth? It's probably somewhere in between. The mayor defunded the fire department by $17 million. Insurance companies dropped coverage for homeowners. Mysterious propane tanks are being left around the fire areas. And then there were strange sounds, booms, reported by locals. No water coming out of the hydrants. Drones interfering with the firefighting planes. It's too much to be a coincidence. But if you call it out, you're labeled a conspiracy theorist. Still, I can't ignore the signs. something isn't right here. The rabbit hole runs deep, and we may never know the full truth. All I know is we're watching our city burn, and the questions we're left with might haunt us forever. In the midst of all this destruction, I can only hope. Hope that we learn, that we rebuild, and that we uncover the truth. Los Angeles is more than a city. It's a home, a dream, a way of life. And no matter how many times it burns, we'll find a way to rise from the ashes. May the truth set us free.